Hello everybody, this is Daniel, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to my bachelor thesis project, which is known as DigiHuman and is publicly available at my GitHub repository. A lot of you asked me about how to work with this application, as it has many features. You were not sure how to work with it, so I'm recording this video to help you to work with this application. First of all, you need to visit my GitHub repository page and do the installation section step by step, and after that you open the project and go to the folder. The first thing you need to do is to go to the backend folder and run your backend Python scripts, which is our server backend. I run it, and if you had installed all the requirements well, you should see some like this, and it means it works fine. Now we go back to our Unity project. At this point you need to play your game and wait for it to go into the run mode, and at this point you need to upload your video to the backend server, and then it calculates the landmarks and it gives it back to the Unity, so it shows finally the animation and the 3D character. There are three different parts for uploading video: hand pose estimation, body pose estimation, and facial expression. The first one is basically animating the hands, the second one the whole body, and the third one will animate your facial movements. So I first upload the first one. I had recorded some videos and I select one of them. After you select it, it will be loaded, and after that it will be uploaded to the server, and after that it receives the data from the server. So at this point it means it's uploading to the server. At this point it means the upload is completed, and now it is receiving the data from the server. When it gets all the data, it would be 100%, and you can see the animation. At this point we can see the animation for the hands has been received successfully, so we close the notification bar and go for the next part. We can see the icon has been changed for the hand, and the animation for the hand is ready now. However, it won't work fine if you do not send the animation for the body part as well, so we try to send the video file for the body part as well. I just select the corresponding video file similar to the hand pose estimation, and the same procedure. You should wait for the data to be uploaded to the server, and after that received back from the server. The duration of the process depends on the duration of the video and also your video frame rate. Our pose data is also completely received, so we have at this point our animation for body and hand together. I just leave the facial expression away because we don't need it at this moment. So I close this part and close this as well, and now you can see the bottom toolbar is activated and is based on every frame that is received from the server. You can play the animation by clicking on the play button, and you can see the animation will plays continuously and goes forward. You can also scroll the toolbar down below to go back and forth in the frames. You may also notice that there was an effect of slow motion on the character. The reason for that was because I uploaded a 120 frame per second video. You can upload your own simple 24 frame per second video and it works fine for that as well. So the next feature that I want to talk about is saving the data that you received from the server. By clicking on this button here, you can name the file that you want to save, and in this way, in the future usages, there is no need to upload the same data to the server and waiting for its response to be received. You can simply go to this section here and you can see the files that you saved before, and by clicking the select, it will be loaded to the application, and now you can see the animation is loaded. There are also other features in the application. One of them is choosing the background. You can simply choose any background that you want. You can also create your own background using the feature that I implemented in the application. Gaussian is a type of GAN, which is short for General Adversarial Networks, which is actually a type of deep neural network architecture that can generate something, and in our case it can generate images. Gaussian works by receiving a segmentation mask and generates a corresponding realistic image related to that segmentation mask. So I designed a tool here to create your own specific segmentation mask by simply coloring the paint application and filling the board, which I try to do here. And after you painted the application, you can click on the converse button here to generate the corresponding image related to that segmentation mask that you just draw. In the next part of the video, I try to show you the details of the implementation of the facial expression part. First, I try to show the animation on a different character to show you the results on the face. And after that, I try to demonstrate a specific part of the codes so you will be familiar with the code, so you can add your own 3D characters and play with it. Now I want to show you the animation part for the facial expression. First, I try to load data that is implemented for face to show you that how it actually works. I also try to change my character because that one really didn't have the details that I want. So you can see it works fine and different features is showing itself in the face of the character. Until this part of the video, I showed you the different features of the application, and now I'm going to go a little bit deeper to the code for the facial expression part to show you how you can add your own 3D characters and edit the code to get the effect of the application and its features. So I try to edit one of my characters here. For example, I select this one, and every character that you need to have the facial expression available should have the component of a blend shape controller. Alright, I try to tell you the different fields in this script one by one. The first one is skinned mesh renderer. It's an array of skinned mesh renderers, and it means that the character that you're working with maybe have some different skin mesh renderer, and you should assign all of them here. As our character has only one skin mesh renderer with many different fields, I just added that one for this section. I skip this part of the code because if I want to explain all of them, it can take a while. You can read it in the code and ask me if you didn't understand the feature. The other part that I want to talk about is blend shapes. The blend shapes part, as you can see, has so many different features, and all of them are showing a specific animation on the face of the character. For example, one of them is showing the blinking of the eyes, or smiling or frowning of the mouse. Let me go with the first one, eye blink left. It is showing the left eye blinking, and as you can see, it has two different values that you need to set. The first one is showing which one of the elements on the skin mesh renderer that we assigned here is corresponded with the left eye blinking. So we assigned the number 17 here, and let's see on the skin mesh renderer if it's actually 17 or not. And as you can see, it's the 17th element on our skin mesh renderer component. So that was why we assigned number 17 here. The second one is a skin mesh index. It means which one of the skin mesh renderer from the skin mesh renderer arrays that we had is showing this feature. And as we have only one skin mesh renderer in this character, we assign the number 0 for all of the blend shapes values that you can see down here. So that was it for this video. In this tutorial, I tried to show you the main features of my project, and at the end of the video, I tried to show you how you can edit the blend shape controller components to add your own 3D characters to show the facial expression on the character. Thank you all for watching. If you had any problems with the tutorial or any problems at all, you can contact me with the contact information in my GitHub page. I will also be happy to receive your donations, and that would really encourage me to add more features to my project and expand my project. The link to the donation is available at the description below, and thanks again for watching and have a nice day.